Like Draymond Green said, what was you up there doing when LeBron was in your face? You was shaking your head, nigga. You was shaking your head, nigga. Saying, yes, sir. Yes, daddy. So, y'all do me a favor, man, and drop a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Reggie. So, it's been about 7 months, man, since LeBron James publicly humiliated Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Pretty much LeBron ran down on Stephen A. Smith at the Laker game last season and told this man, basically keep me and my son name up out your mouth or it's going to be problems. Stephen A. Smith, ladies and gentlemen, he lost his masculinity in this very moment. He has not been the same. This was probably the most embarrassing situation that he's probably been through in his entire sports media career. And because of that, he is never going to forgive LeBron James for publicly humiliating him like this. I've said it personally. Stephen A. Smith, at this point, to get his masculinity back, to get his balls back, to get his manhood back, the only thing he could do at this point is to catch a body. That's it. Okay, he's got to lay something down. That's the only way we're going to respect him as a man again. So, Draymond Green, a lot of you guys might not remember this, but Draymond Green actually spoke out against Stephen A. Smith as well. Okay, so once that situation happened, when Stephen A. Smith went on First Take and spoke about Bronny, Draymond Green wasn't feeling him. So Draymond Green went on his podcast, and if you guys forgot what Draymond Green said, this is what Draymond Green said on his show.
Well, right.
Listen, I think a lot of problems that guys have with media is to call something that man did bullshit and weak. Like, those are words like where we grew up.
Yeah.
Like, you get hands put on you where we grew up and those types of words. So I think the problem that people have with media is you go on there and you like, oh, that's weak. Like, weak? Like, calling another man weak? Like, that's not basketball, which is actually what Brian was saying in the first place. Like, let's keep it basketball, because calling a man weak, that's not basketball. And you're paid to talk about basketball. You call Brian weak for stepping to you, but you're taking shots at him as a father on TV behind a camera. Most would say that's weak. And I know he'll say, I'm paid to do that. No, you're paid to analyze. You're paid to debate on the show.
You really paid to say whatever you want to say as far as this game, whether you like it or not. But as a person, you should be lifting him up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because LeBron is a good dude. He do good shit. He a good dad. His kid made it. They doing some shit. That's his story. You feel what I'm saying? And so you should be lifting him up and talking about the fact that this dude ain't got into no trouble.
Absolutely.
Right? Ain't got into no bullshit. But like, you bring in, like I would say, the WWE into basketball when you cross that line and talk about somebody's kids. Because if it's my kids, bro, I'm gonna catch you too.
As soon as I said it, I hadn't talked to Brian at all about this. As soon as I saw him say it, Bob was up here that day. And Bob was like, oh yeah, I work with Stephen A tomorrow. I'm in got y'all game tonight. I'm in the studio tomorrow, something Stephen A and I think Malika. And I was like, oh, you make sure you tell Stephen A that I have zero respect for what he said yesterday. You go on TV, national TV, calling out this African-American, this black father who's raised another successful black young man. And you go on TV calling him out as a father because his son played in the NBA? That's ass backwards. You are on national TV condemning a black man as a father because his son is playing in the NBA. Like, how does that even make sense? And I told Bob that. I said, you should tell him. Like, I can't respect that. Like, if you want to talk about him as a basketball player, talk about him as a basketball player. If you want to talk about Bronny as a basketball player, go ahead. He an NBA player. Talk about him all you want. Although I think it's pretty whack that y'all find time to talk about the 55th draft pick. The only picks I can name right off the top of my mind that was 55th pick or lower was Manu Ginobili and Isaiah Thomas. You can't even name a 55th draft pick.
But they didn't get no steam until they start killing.
To see him just going at this man as a father. This man said, LeBron, you need to stop. As a father, you need to stop. What? Huh? And then you throw out the excuse like, well, he the one said that Bronny is better than NBA players. You name me what parent don't think their kid is better than everybody. Like, that is a common thing for parents that's in sports. We all think our kid is better than what they are. That is the nature of the beast. My mama thought I was better than what I was. That is the nature of a parent in sports. But to go on TV and say, you need to stop it as a father, then go and he stepped to you about that and then say it's weak on TV. Because the demeanor in person was like, that was demeanor in person. Yeah. But then on TV, you go, oh, that was bullshit. It's like weak. Like, come on, man. So that's why he said Draymond ain't talking to me. He was gonna fix his suit. Yeah, like that's why he said Draymond ain't talking to me. And it's not that, I don't have much to say to that. Like, also reach out to that man and talk to him after somebody say something to you because you know you're wrong. So reach out to that man and talk to you, but he didn't. You didn't reach out and talk to him. That's weak. That's what we call weak. Where I'm from, the guys that I was raised by, the men that had an impact on my life, that's what we call weak.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Draymond Green said. Now, Draymond Green and Stephen A. actually used to be cool before this whole incident between LeBron James, Bronny, and Stephen A. Smith. Draymond and Stephen A. were cool, but once Draymond Green saw the way Stephen A. Smith moved in that situation, he basically cut off Stephen A. Smith, okay? Now, Stephen A. Smith, he went on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, and a lot of people were talking about what Stephen A. Smith was saying about LeBron, but y'all didn't catch what Stephen A. Smith said about Draymond Green. He actually threw some serious shade towards Draymond Green, and this is what he had to say.
I don't get touched very easily. I'm talking about emotionally where I look at athletes and all of this other stuff and what they say affects me in a very touching way. Mm. When I saw D Wade on this show with Melo, I cannot tell you how touched I was that both of them said what they said. It didn't matter to me whether they agreed with me or not. What they both said is, we fuck with Stephen A. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Before anything. And from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it.
Indeed.
Because you got a lot of cats out there, including some, I'm just going to say some sorry motherfuckers in the NBA right now. that all of a sudden forgot who I was and who I've been just because of some situation with LeBron. What that got to do with y'all? The fact that D Wade and Melo could sit here and whether they agreed or disagree with any element about us, acknowledge that, yo, man, that's our dude, man. We fuck with Stephen A. We cool with him. That's all I care about.
Yep.
Because we can agree or disagree, but I didn't do anything to them. Why would you have personal animus towards me because of what happened with me and LeBron? It's none of your business. Mm-hmm. You have an opinion about the incident, mm-hmm. but to have an opinion about me when you don't even know what's going on, I'm going to remember those cats. You know me in my memory now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to forget.
Yeah.
I ain't going to do nothing. I ain't going to do anything, but I ain't going to forget. Okay? And when I remember something, that I'm going to remember.
See, but when you say that, right?
What I mean by that is
people are going to assume that you're going to make it a personal thing now.
Well, I'm not going to do that because they ain't worth my money.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to do anything that's going to compromise. Damn right. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything that's going to compromise me, my name, the company I represent, And it ain't just ESPN, it's SiriusXM, it's my own brand, okay? I'm never gonna do anything like that. I'm gonna always make sure I maintain professionalism.
So you guys just heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say about Draymond Green on Melo's podcast. Stephen A. Smith clearly didn't say Draymond Green's name, but we all know who he was talking about when he said there's some sorry motherfuckers in the league, you know, that basically got mad at me for what I said about Bronny and LeBron. Stephen A. Smith and Draymond Green used to be cool, but like I said, man, you know, Draymond Green, he wasn't feeling Stephen A. Smith and, you know, his coonish, clownish antics. You know, me personally, man, like, when you get up on national TV, like Draymond Green said, and you're talking about, you know, LeBron and Bronny, you know, and oh, LeBron, you need to stop this and blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. Like, you the same dude that got your nephew on your show, the Stephen A. Smith show. You the same dude that bring your daughter on your show, the Stephen A. Smith show. What are their qualifications, Stephen A. Smith? What are their qualifications? They don't have any qualifications. They're Nepo babies just like Bronny, right? But you're hating on Bronny and LeBron when they do it, but then you'll do it, and then what? It's okay when you do it, right? Like I said, man, the dude is just a clown, man. He's been called out. Terrell Owens has called him out. Terrell Owens said years ago, Miles Kellerman is blacker than you. Stephen A. Smith, this is what he does, man. This is why he's their highest paid employee over there at ESPN, man. He is a tap dancing coon for his ESPN bosses, man. The dude is just nasty. I could never be friends with a guy like Stephen A. Smith. I don't care how much money you got. Once a cornball, always a cornball, man. You're just a cornball with money. And God bless you, you know. But me personally, I would never, ever want to kick it with a guy like Stephen A. Smith. The dude is a legitimate clown. So I want to get you guys' thoughts. What did y'all think about what Stephen A. Smith had to say on Carmelo Anthony's podcast about Draymond Green? Once again, didn't say his name. The dude is weak, man. You know, he tried to call LeBron weak for calling him out at the Lakers game. Like Draymond Green said, what was you up there doing when LeBron was in your face? You was shaking your head, nigga. You was shaking your head, nigga. Saying, yes, sir. Yes, daddy. And then you want to get up on a podcast and say, I don't like his ass. I don't like his ass. Man, this dude is a clown, man. LeBron should have slapped him. That's what he should have did. But like I said, that's all I got, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Peace.